Masks let us hide who we are. Costumes let us be someone else entirely. So's the life of a cosplayer. For those few moments, one can be the hero. Or the villain. It takes quite a lot of time, effort, and some discomfort to walk a mile in another's spandex. You've probably passed by these brightly colored individuals. Now it's time to hear their story. We're at Stan Lee's Comikaze Expo 2013.
This is Gabby Terrell from the Convent, and I'm here with a very strong man. Can you tell us your name, sir?
So, my name is Gaston.
Ah, Gaston. So, how have you been, Gaston?
Well, I've been okay recently after being dropped off a building and losing the love of my life.
So, tell us your side of the story.
Well, you see, I was trying to protect this most beautiful girl in town, by the way, who shall remain nameless. So anyway, Belle, she was into hairy guys, and I had no idea how far that went. And I was trying to protect her from this beast, and it turns out she had a thing for him. There's a word for this. I think it's bestiality.
How are you doing today, sir?
I am doing wonderfully.
Have you had any fights here at Comikaze?
None have dared try.
But you would have won all the same, right?
Certainly.
Hi, my name is Crow Pan. It's not a name, I know.
What is it about your character from Castle in the Sky? Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Not Castle in the Sky. Howl's Moving Castle. I'm sorry.
Close enough. Castle in the Sky is a lot of interpretations of the Japanese name that people use.
Now, what is it about the character from the film that made you want to make this costume?
I have a couple friends who do Howl's Moving Castle cosplays, and they needed a Sophie, and I love the movie. I love lots of Miyazaki's films, and so I was like, sure, why not? I'll do it. They have like Turnip Head, they have Howl, they have the Fox, they have Calcifer, but for some reason they don't have a Sophie. I don't know how they managed to get all the characters but Sophie first, like really.
So, I went ew, but I tried to kill the beast and protect her anyway. It didn't work out very well, and well, you know, I don't remember the rest after that.
Well, if she's into hairy men, and you say your every last interview is covered in hair, why didn't she go for you?
You know, I don't understand that much myself either, but I mean, I don't stand a candle to a guy who is absolutely, literally covered in fur. So that's her thing, and I think that with many hours of counseling from my best friend LeFou, love you, buddy, I'm ready to move on.
Any behind-the-scenes villainy going around?
Oh, there's always something in my bag of tricks. You'll just have to wait and see what comes out.
Maybe possibly overthrowing Comikaze?
Kamikaze, you think very small, but it is a nice place to start.
You mean San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, I have had my eye on that location for some time.
What did it take to put together your costume?
So fortunately, I have a friend who's majoring in theater arts, and she's amazing at costumes, absolutely fantastic. And she offered to make this outfit for me because I was busy working on Rescue's armor at the time. Rescue is a comic book character from Iron Man, Pepper Potts' armor. And so she made this for me, thank God. And then I made the hat, though. I bought a sun hat, and then I just made the balls and the little stripe.
Can you show us your biceps on camera?
Yes, I can.
Man. Now, how many eggs do you eat every day?
Well, you see, when I was young, when I was a lad, rather, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs. So as you see, I'm roughly the size of a barge.
What's your real name, sir?
My name is David Proctor. Yeah.
And what is it about M. Bison that made you want to make this costume?
Honestly, my favorite Street Fighter character is Sagat, which is odd, but honestly, my body type didn't work out for it and everything. And Bison, body type and eye color, height, weight, blood type, all match. Seriously, though, they do. Anyway, and this costume is about, I started this in 2003. So this is a very old costume. I keep replacing parts. But it added a lot of challenges like armor and got some lights and everything in there.
Very nice.
And so adding a little psycho power to it. I've had a lot of fun with it, and not going to stop anytime soon.
What is it about Howl's Moving Castle that you enjoy so much?
Just probably the heart. A lot of the Miyazaki films have a lot of heart and morale and good messages and just good feeling. You don't really find that in a lot of films these days. It's all about the money that they're trying to make and all about like what do they think the audience will like. Like boobs, or will they like blood and gore. That kind of thing. And this one has a good message. It has a very strong female character, and I really enjoy that.
Now, what have you thought on the news of Miyazaki's retirement?
To be honest, I think this is like the 5th time I've heard him retire, so I guess I'm sad about it, but it might not be his retirement, if you know what I mean.
What inspired you to cosplay Gaston?
I'd liked him for years. I thought he was a hilarious character. Also, I enjoyed singing his song and various other songs in his voice. My singing voice, I can go low pretty well for his voice, and it just seemed like a natural move for me. It's like, I want to do this. I want to ham it up. Not every costume has to be armor.
What did it take to put together a costume, even though you've had it for such a long time? What was the process in the beginning stages?
Locating patterns and sewing, that's kind of the rudimentary stuff. And then after that, regarding the armor, I tended to look for found objects that would fit and work. The shoulder pads here are like a shower stool from Daiso, Japan. Very cheap, perfect shape. Keep your eyes open. You never know what you might find.
Now, are you excited for the upcoming Studio Ghibli film?
Yes and no. It's not a Miyazaki film. Well, as far as I know, it's not a Miyazaki film. There might be something going on behind the scenes.
Actually, it is.
It is a Miyazaki film?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is his last one.
Is it his last one? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm excited for it then, yeah. Because, I haven't watched much of Ghibli stuff besides the Miyazaki films, so...
What did it take to put together your cosplay? Because, Gaston...
This is not a great example of the costumes that I usually do, but for the most part, I sewed up a shirt, sourced the fabric myself and everything, bought jodhpurs, bought boots that I probably need to replace, and a couple other things. A lot of wig styling experience. It's not usually one of my things, and for the most part, it's one of the easier costumes and more comfortable ones I've worked on.
Now, what is it you think it is about conventions like these that bring so many people together?
I think that people find like minds here. People feel they find somebody who they can interact with that knows the same things. They feel comfortable around those types of people, and myself included. You find a lot of great friends here too.
What have you been seeing and doing here at Comikaze?
Oh my god, I've been literally just walking around in cosplay. This is actually the most comfortable cosplay I've worn. Yesterday...
I can believe it.
I know, right? On Friday, I was wearing a full-body suit. I was wearing the rescue armor. And, oh my god, that thing is crazy to walk around in. And then on Saturday, I was one of the Green Lanterns, Sora Niknatu, who is Sinestro's daughter, and she has red face paint everywhere. It's just, have you ever seen that picture of the astronaut just doing this, and he's like, my nose itches? That was me the entire day. I was just like, I can't scratch my face or else I'll just get red paint everywhere. It was terrible. You should have seen me. When I went in the shower and I just rubbed it all off, it was like a face orgasm. Just
What have you been seeing and doing here at the convention?
I've been doing a lot of costuming. Day 1, I was Iron Man. Day 2, Bizarro and Wild Tiger from an anime called Tiger and Bunny. And then, so I've been running back to the hotel and changing a whole lot. I have not gotten a chance to see too many events other than the Mattel Matty Collector panel that they had on Friday.
What is it you think about comic book convention that brings the people together?
Probably, honestly, just the nerdiness of it all. Where else in society can you just go around and say, oh, hey, you're cosplayed as someone from Green Lantern. I am too. We both love Green Lantern. Let's just sit here for the next 2 hours and talk about Green Lanterns. Where else can you do that, right? You can't, all my coworkers think it's super nerdy that I read comic books and they think it's lame. But, here, we're all in the same group. We all love what we do. We all love, this convention. So, who else would spend, $60 on a badge, $60 in a hotel, or $100, to do this. So it's really awesome.
Well, I think now the nerds are starting to overpower the normal folks.
You could definitely say that. It's actually quite nice, though. It just means there's more people to talk to about this stuff. It's nice.
Well, thank you so very much for telling us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the convention.
Thank you. I hope you guys do too. You guys are really great.